Coming up next on WBHS 9 News. From food shortages to worker shortages to problems in the school cafeteria, the lingering effects of COVID-19.
How much longer will that construction continue on Franklin Road?
And later, how a recliner can help women dealing with breast cancer. The news starts now.
From the studios of Brentwood High School, you're watching award-winning WBHS 9 News with Liza Jackson, Makai Payne, reporters Avery Allen, Anna Kate Soares, and sports with Kyler Green. WBHS 9 News starts now.
Hello, Brentwood High School. I'm Liza Jackson.
And I'm Makai Payne. Here's what's making news. It's a problem we now see all the time. You go to your favorite restaurant and find out the dining room is closed or they're out of your favorite food. Almost 2 years after the pandemic began, retailers are having a tough time getting workers and supplies. BHS 9's Warren Kaufman begins our team coverage on the lingering effect of COVID-19.
It's restaurants like these that are plastered with now hiring and limited hour signs.
Fewer hours, a reduced menu, and longer wait times are all the new normal, at least until the pandemic ends. In Brentwood, I'm Warren Kaufman. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Warren. Staffing isn't the only thing in short supply at local restaurants. Many are having a tough time getting food and other supplies. Aaron Goldstein has that part of the story.
Aaron Goldstein, WBHS 9 News.
COVID is even affecting the school cafeteria. Pre-pandemic, it only took about 10 minutes to get through the lunch line. Now it can be twice that. Because of COVID, schools are offering free meals to every student. BHS cafeteria manager Haley Hall says her staff is feeding an extra 100 miles a day.
The food shortage has affected the free food because a lot more kids are eating because the food is free, and we just don't have the product for the amount of kids that are eating.
Free food is also leading to supply chain issues, meaning schools can't always get the food they need. The food shortages and the long lines are expected to continue for the rest of the school year.
In other news, there are now more people on the voter registration rolls. The Williamson County Election Commission held a voter registration drive here at Brentwood High. Any student who turned 18 by May 2nd of next year could register to vote. The first time students can cast their ballots will be the May 4th City of Brentwood elections.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. After 4 years of construction, work on Franklin Road between Concord and Moore's Lane is almost complete. Avery Allen looks at what's taking so long and when construction will wrap up.
Since September of 2017, Franklin Road has been under construction. The road is being redesigned to accommodate for a growing population and to contribute to better infrastructure. The new road structure will improve travel times for drivers and keep up with the growing population. Avery Allen, WBHS 9.
It's another record for Brentwood High. These 22 students were named National Merit Semifinalists. The previous high was 19. 22 is the most in Williamson County and accounts for 10% of the awards handed out in all of Tennessee. National Merit Semifinalists are chosen based on PSAT scores. Winners are eligible for more scholarship money. Still to come, meet the only deaf student at Brentwood High.
And after that, helping special needs students at BHS connect with the rest of the student body.
Imagine living in a world where everything is quiet. It's hard to understand the teacher and communicate with classmates. That's the world one Brentwood High freshman lives in. Aubrey Mullican introduces us to Joseph Oatsvall.
This is Joseph Oatsville. Joseph lives his life in muffled sound or complete silence. As a freshman, he is currently the only deaf student who actively uses American Sign Language at Brentwood High School.
So a case with a deaf student, they may have hearing aids. We may have teachers that have microphones to amplify the hearing. We put those in classrooms in the past. We have an interpreter that's fluent in sign language.
Joseph says he feels really alone right now because he doesn't have a lot of people to communicate with. He says if he had more people to connect with, like his family, he could have a wider net in the world. Although Brentwood High School cannot provide a sign language class, joining the ASL Club would be a great way for students and teachers to get involved. Aubrey Mullican, WBHS 9 News.
Theater Pro students are getting their hands dirty by measuring, drilling, and painting. They learned how to paint, use a drill, and build flats. Teacher David Moody says for many, it's the first time they've ever touched a drill. Students use those skills to build the set for the fall play and are now working on the set for the spring musical Legally Blonde.
Students in Doug Anderson's first period apes class are getting their hands dirty as well. That gray stuff is owl puke, and what they are doing is examining and dissecting owl pellets to find out what the birds are eating. Pellets are what an owl regurgitates after eating its food. Gloves are definitely required for this project. The trophy cases are getting full thanks to the Bruins sports teams.
WBHS 9's Kyler Green is in the Sports Center with more.
Bruins basketball has started off hot. The boys team is 5-0 with wins over McGavick, Laverne, Mount Juliet, Chattanooga Brainerd, and Page under new head coach Troy Bond. The girls are 4-2, only losing to Cumberland County and Page. They too have a new head coach in Marcel Williams. Both teams play in Christmas basketball tournaments in Hendersonville and Spring Hill over winter break. The season comes to an early end for the Brentwood Bruins football team. After winning their final 5 regular season games, BHS defeated Germantown in the first round of the playoffs. But the Bruins ran into the hottest team in the state, losing to Summit in the second round. Brentwood wrapped up the year 7-5 under new head coach Clint Fitch. A better end to the season for the boys golf team, which won the state title. They were led by Bryce Calloway, Nolan Griggs, Grant Clunan, Troop Wallace, and Sam Johnson. Also winning a state championship, the girls cross-country team. As Linnea DeBay reports, it's the second straight title for the runners.
After winning the state title last year, no one was sure what kind of girls cross-country team Brentwood would have in 2021. Linnea DeBay, WBHS 9 Sports.
Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you for joining us for this holiday edition of WBHS 9.
And we leave you with a video from Franktown Festival of Lights, Williamson County's largest light show. We hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.